This week's task is a Smarties task. So buy yourself a pack of Smarties, open it up and empty all the Smarties out. You're going to then group them by colour. You're going to count how many are in each section and you're going to record it on a sheet of paper. I will give you a link for which you can add in your results, and as a collective we will look at a lot of packets of Smarties and find out what is the average of each colour. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to get some scales and you're going to weigh all the Smarties and you're going to record the weight. The Smartie tube does say that it's 38 grams, but I'd be interested to see if everybody measures 38 grams. When you fit Smarties in a tube, there'll be lots of space. This is all the gaps in between the Smarties. So, our next question we can look to answer is how much space is in the tube. There are a number of ways you could do this. You could look at the tube. It is a prism. You could work out the volume of the prism. You could then find a way of calculating the volume of one Smartie. And if you know how many Smarties you've got, you can multiply the volume of one Smartie by the number of Smarties you've got. And that value you can take away from the total value of the Smartie tube. An alternative way is you can crush up all the Smarties To do this safely, I would recommend you get a bag, you put the Smarties in the bag and crush them up carefully. When they're crushed as finely as possible, get your tube and try and very carefully pour all the crushed Smarties back in the tube. When you've got all the crushed Smarties back in the tube, it looks pretty full. Close the lid and just gently shake it for a few minutes until the Smarties have settled down. You want as much space at the top as you can, so when you've shaken it down a little bit with your finger or with some other device, push down. What we want to know is how big is that space. So I can see I've measured it up to my thumbnail, and if I measure this on a ruler, that is roughly 3 centimeters of air. So on my one, 3 centimeters of air and 8 centimeters of Smarties. So if we know the volume of the Smarties container, we know what percentage of the volume is Smarties, and we know how many Smarties we've got, we can actually work out the volume of one Smartie. When you're done, what do you do with the Smarties? Here's my suggestion. So what we want to know